Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Rick Smith Jr. Thanks for coming back over to the YouTube channel. I know a lot of you guys might still be in quarantine, so this is the perfect time for me to teach you guys how to do a pretty cool card flick. Today, I'm gonna show you guys how to flick a card from one hand to the other. So let's get into it. So this past week, I was goofing around. Being in quarantine, you know, I'm always have a deck of cards in my hand, and I was trying to figure out different ways to flick cards from one hand to the other. I was goofing around with Martin Lewis spinner where you fling the card, catch it in the deck. And I found out that, you know, you're doing this a vertical. You're vertically shooting the card upwards. How different would it be if you did it horizontally? So I took the card, took it horizontal, I flicked the card, and I was able to catch it on top of the deck. So I'm gonna teach you guys right now how to flick the card and catch it on top of the deck. So here we go. Now, very similar to the Martin Lewis spinner where you're taking the card, shooting it up and catching the deck, you are taking your middle and your thumb, and you're pinching the card this way. Now all you're gonna do is you're going to take your thumb and push it back. You're gonna push the card together, and this is going to force the card to shoot to your left hand. So by bending the card like this, it's going to actually shoot the card off my finger and land it on the deck. So all I'm doing is pushing the card like this, trying to get that snap, and this is gonna force the card to shoot forward into the left hand. One more time, just like that. So after you combine this method with the Martin Lewis spinner, you should be able to do that pretty easily. The other cool thing that I was noticing is if you took one playing card and you did bend this way and you had it go off the thumb, you were able to actually make the card land on top of the deck from one hand to the other. So it looked like this. It was pretty cool because if you put your thumb on the top, the card would land face up. If you put your thumb on the bottom of the card like this, the card would turn face down. So it gave me a really cool idea. Why don't you try to do this with two cards at the same time? That way, if you had a selected card, you could actually do a double lift, something that we can talk about in another video later on, but this is something that you could use when you're performing magic. So for the purpose of this video, I thought it would be pretty cool to do this with a double lift. So we're gonna use the ace of diamonds and the ace of spades. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna place the ace of spades on top of the ace of diamonds, showing the ace of diamonds only. Remember, with my thumb on top, and I wanna make the card land face up on the deck, I'm gonna have my thumb on the top as I flick the card forward. So it's two cards as one. I'm going to flick it and catch it, and basically that's two cards, okay? So now, if you were to complete this as a double lift and close it, you can hand that card to somebody. Now that card is no longer the ace of diamonds, it's now the ace of spades. So remember, with your thumb on top, if you want that card to land face up, like this, you have two cards. So if you can push those two cards over as one, okay? As one, flip it back over, hand that card to somebody, that would now be the ace of spades. So if you want to do the exact same thing, now you're gonna put your thumb on top of the two cards, and now I'm going to make this ace of diamonds land face down on the deck. Ready? The ace of diamonds is right here, so you show somebody the card and you turn it upside down. Now when you go to hand that card to somebody, it's no longer the ace of diamonds, it's the ace of spades. Because remember, you're flipping two cards as one. So again, if this would make the card turn face up, this would make the card turn face down. So for the purpose of handing somebody the ace of diamonds, so I have the ace of diamonds. There you go, take it. That is now
Hey.
face down. Whoa. Who is this? Oh my gosh, it's one of our camera guys.
The normal one.
Normal one. Grant's gonna be like, what the heck? So remember, you have the two cards, you show the person the ace of diamonds. You want that ace of diamonds to land face down on the deck. You're gonna put your thumb on the top, your fingers below. Give that card a little bend, flick it, hand it off, and ladies and gentlemen, the ace of spades. So this is a really cool way to force a playing card to do a double lift with a little bit of a flick from one hand to the other. It's gonna take a little bit of practice, but I think you guys are gonna be able to do it. And I wanna see what you guys are doing, so make sure you guys post a video, tag me on Instagram, TikTok, whatever platform you're using, or even send me a message here on YouTube, right in the comments below. Tell me what you guys think, and I have one more flick, so let's get into it. So my wife thinks I look like a ninja when I twirl a playing card. Twirling a playing card is just flicking the card like this. So it just gives you, I guess, a little bit of a flourish to be able to get that last flick. And the last flick is taking the card and shooting it from one hand to the other. All right, so flicking the card like this, twirling the card, instead of taking the card like we did at the beginning where you're flinging the card on top, we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna twirl the card or do whatever kind of flicker you wanna do. But instead of putting the cards on your thumb and your middle finger, you're actually going to put it like this, okay? Once you're in this position, all you're gonna do is you're gonna move your ring finger forward and you're gonna leave your other fingers there. So basically it's gonna give you, you're gonna kind of do something like that. This will actually allow you to shoot the card out. Just like that. With a little bit of practice, you're gonna be able to shoot the card from your hand to the other deck. Start off slow, and you'll be able to get some really cool spin eventually. So with these card flicks, being in quarantine, you should be able to practice them, make them as fluent as possible, and make sure you guys post it. I would love to see if you guys could do this on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, whatever platform you want to show me. If you guys haven't already, make sure you guys write a comment. Tell me what you guys would like to see during this quarantine. It looks like we're in Ohio. It looks like quarantine's not until the end of May now, our stay-at-home order. So I want to bring more content to you guys. So please let me know in the comments below what you guys would like to see so I can create more content for you. If you guys haven't already subscribed, make sure you guys click the subscribe button right over here. Turn your notifications on so you'll be notified when we do videos. If you guys would like any of these playing cards, these falcons that I was using in the video, click down here. And if you want to watch last week's video, right up here. We hope you guys had fun. We'll see you in the next one.